Hello everyone, welcome to your weekly reading. For this week I'm using the Mystic Dreamer Tarot and I'm going to pull 6 cards. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it and see what cards are with us for this week. I've already properly shuffled. So the first card is the Four of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Star, which we've already had this card this week, I think once, the Two of Swords, the Seven of Cups. Whoa, next to the Two of Swords, that's kind of a powerful combination. And the Queen of Cups. Okay, so give me a moment to look this over and tie everything together. It does kind of feel like this reading is it's kind of oriented more towards like relationships and family, even though I am going to do a love reading after this. And we've had, some messages this week about love and romance, but that, that's what comes up, that's what comes up. We start off the reading with the Four of Wands. So I feel like we're going to be thinking about relationships this week, especially family. This is a family card, this is a marriage card, this is a card about children. And really kind of having something solid, which Spirit keeps repeating for those people who are in committed relationships and marriage. So I feel like family life and relationships are really going to be front and center this week. We also have, the Knight of Cups right next to it. And this is kind of, very loving energy. So I feel like, relationships that are on the rocks, I feel like they're moving. The Knights are about change and movement. They're moving in a much more positive direction. But I also get the message, because we have the Star over here, I feel like for some people, for those who are single, the Knight of Cups can represent kind of like a knight in shining armor. This is basically something being offered to you. I think we had the Knight of Cups last week in the love reading. So I feel like there could be something that is offered to you that could lead to something very solid. Yes, I think we actually had both of these cards last week in the love reading, and now they are in the weekly reading, which is a pretty strong message that either if you're single, there's someone on the horizon for you that's going to offer you something that could lead to a very long, beautiful, and committed relationship, or something that actually leads to marriage. This is kind of like a knight in shining armor. And then we have the Star. This is our only major arcana, and this just means that your wishes are coming true. So those of you that have been hoping to find a good, solid relationship, someone that you can really count on, that is the energy of the Four of Wands. This is someone who's going to be there for you. This is not someone who's going to walk out on you, the first time that you hit a bump. This is something solid. This is a good person, whether it's a good man or a good woman. And this is something that basically is on the horizon for you. This is what you have been waiting for. This is what you have been wishing for. However, we have to look at the cards down here. And we have kind of like an interesting combination right here. Two of Swords next to the Seven of Cups. I feel like there's there's a decision that has to be made if you want to find your knight in shining armor, Knight of Cups. Or if you really want to rekindle your relationship, especially if if you're married or you've been together for a long time and you kind of feel like it's lost its spark, or there are arguments, someone has to budge and someone has to compromise. And if you're watching this reading, it probably has to be you. You might be the more evolved one in the relationship. It just kind of seems like those who are together, in a relationship, you might kind of feel stuck. You have to make a decision to kind of set yourself free from some type of unhealthy pattern. And we did have that message in the angel reading. And for those who are for those who are single, again, I mean, like, it's almost like it's the same message. There's some type of decision that you have to make that you really don't want to make. It could, for some of you, I'm getting that it's forgiveness. You have to forgive someone from the past in order to find this romantic partner. Remember that unforgiveness kind of keeps you stuck in a rut. People kind of wonder, like, why am I not meeting anybody? Why are things not getting better for me? And then, like, deep down, you're still holding a grudge against that partner that broke up with you 15 years ago, 10 years ago. It just kind of feels like really tricky decision that you have to make, but you have to make it if you want to move forward. There's a lot of confusion. For some people, I feel that you're not sure. For some of you, I feel like you have this knight in shining armor around you, but you're not sure whether you should approach him or her. You're not sure. You don't want to risk having your heart broken. You don't want to pour your heart out to someone and be told that they don't feel the same way or that they're not available. I feel like I feel like the energy of the Nine of Swords from this card. I feel like someone is agonizing and kind of overwhelmed with a lot of emotions over something involving a romantic partner. Like, you don't know if you should approach this person, you don't know how they feel about you, maybe you don't even know how you feel about that person, but I feel like that's something that needs to be explored, especially with the Queen of Cups right next to it, because this is very loving energy. The Queen of Cups, she's very heart-based, she's very affectionate, she's very loving, and she's very intuitive. So I feel like your intuition is guiding you towards what we have up here. It's guiding you towards this knight in shining armor, although it could be a female for you, so the woman of your dreams. It could even be your life partner, because the first card is the Four of Wands. This is a solid relationship. This is a family. But it kind of seems like it's not that easy. I mean, that person is there. They're waiting for you. This is what you have been wishing for, what you have been hoping for. But it kind of seems like you have to make some type of decision. You have to make some type of decision to bring you closer to this person. And you have to really kind of dive deep into your emotions. What are your emotions telling you to do? Are they telling you to contact this person? Are they telling you to forgive? Are your emotions telling you to forgive someone? You might even, for some of you, you might even be torn between partners. You might have two wonderful men or two wonderful women who love you and want a relationship with you, and you don't know what to do. Your heart is telling you something right now, and when the Queen of Cups shows up, that means that what your intuition is telling you is accurate. The Queen of Cups is always trustworthy guidance, so you already know, like, what decision you have to make. Like I said, here's a decision, a very extremely difficult decision that you have to make. And I noticed that in this deck, it's like she's not, usually, you know, we see like a female like with two swords kind of crossed in front of her like this, and almost like, you know, she can't quite like make a decision. But here it just seems like a decision has already been made, and I feel like it's because your intuition is telling you do this, basically kind of reaching out to this person here that has the potential to be either, you know, an extremely loving partner to you, a committed relationship, or even a life partner. But it just seems like there's a lot of confusion, lack of clarity, so it's really time to tune in. But the star is here to tell you that this is what you have been waiting for, this is what you have been asking for. Okay, so although I just did a love reading, let's go ahead and get into the love reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the love reading. Once again, I'm using the universal weight, and I'm going to pull 6 cards. Okay, so the cards are the King of Wands, which we had in the last love reading, the Four of Pentacles, the Fool, the Ten of Swords, the King of Cups, and Death. Okay, so let me just line them up here. Okay, so give me a moment to look this over and tie everything together. What I'm really drawn to when I look at these cards, it's almost like I don't see the other cards. I'm focused right on this card right here, the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like some people are kind of really holding on to relationships. You're afraid that you're going to lose a partner, whether it is your spouse or someone that you're dating or someone that you're in a relationship with. Remember that in the angel message that I'm posting on my website now, they told us that relationships are solid. So I feel like you've been hurt in the past because the Ten of Swords is here. You're thinking about a past relationship, whether this is a relationship that you're in, maybe this is someone that you've been separated, from. You had an argument, you broke up, now you're back together, and you're afraid to let go of this person because you fear that you're going to lose them, either because this has happened in the relationship already, or maybe you're thinking about the past and about other people who let you down and broke your heart. But I feel like this relationship is safe. We also have the King of Cups here, and I'm kind of skipping the King of Wands. I will go back to that card. And the King of Cups is a very reliable figure. This is someone that you can count on. This is someone solid. Again, this keeps coming up over and over in the readings and in the angel message. This is someone that you can count on. So I feel like whether this is your spouse or this is someone that you're dating or this is someone that you're interested in, you are safe with this person. You're not going to relive the past where you were hurt, you were let down, maybe you were betrayed. This is someone who is really heart-based, someone who's really honest, someone who can truly love you and be very loyal to you. This is a very loyal energy and a very loving, affectionate energy. Basically not only a good spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend, but a very good friend. I feel like, now going back to the top, I feel like you have to be really optimistic. Whether you're in a relationship and you feel like things are a little rocky, we did get that message in the angel reading. They said that some couples are having arguments, things are not easy. I feel like you're gonna have to be very positive, very uplifting. If your spouse or your significant other is kind of giving up or it's difficult, maybe they're being a little bit negative, you're gonna have to be the one to stay positive. If you're single, again, you're just gonna have to be really brave, because I feel like this loyal partner is out there waiting for you. So you may be focusing on this, you may be focusing on the last person that was in your life who perhaps stabbed you in the back, who let you down, who broke up with you. Again, you have to stay in that positive place, really self-confident that you know that something good is coming for you. Remember that in the weekly reading we had the star. So if what you're hoping for and wishing for is a solid relationship, it's coming. Now moving over here, we have the Fool. So this means that you have to take a chance, whether you're single or you're married. It just means that you have something solid. You're afraid you're going to lose it because you're thinking about the past. You're thinking about how you've been hurt, you've been let down. You have to be really positive and uplifting and take some type of chance. The chance might be that you give your partner the benefit of the doubt. You trust him or her again, and you know this is a new beginning. So I feel like you're being offered a new beginning in a relationship. And if you're not in a relationship, that new beginning that you want in romance, finding, this loving energy, whether it's the male or female, this person who is actually going to stay in your life. You're not going to relive the same energy from the Ten of Swords. It's not someone who's going to let you down. This is solid. This is a new beginning for you. But again, this is a risk that you have to take. And the risk might be that you put yourself out there again, that, maybe you're already attracted to somebody, but you're afraid how this is going to turn out. Again, you're thinking about this. You have to take a chance in order to have this happily ever after. And then we have the Death card. And I feel like, especially for those of you that are single, I feel like any risks that you take, they're lined up here, any risks that you take and you're not afraid of losing something, whether you're afraid of losing someone, you're afraid of losing an aspect of yourself, this is going to pay off. I feel like the Death card represents a huge change in your circumstances, a huge change in your life. For those of you who are single, I feel like this could be marriage. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel like this could be your life partner. Your life partner may be waiting for you to finally get out of this, you know, this energy of fear, thinking about the past, and then just taking some type of crazy risk. You know, maybe finally just asking somebody out that you are attracted to, somebody that you like, or just, like I said, putting yourself out there. I feel like this will bring some type of huge dramatic change into your life, which could be marriage, or it could be that things finally turn around for you. For those that are in relationships or marriages, I feel like this is basically the change that you want. I feel like especially for those who are married, I feel like the change will not only be that the relationship begins to heal and things begin to turn around for you, but I feel like because your relationship changes, you're able to communicate and get along. I feel like this will bring other positive changes to your life. Let's say, like, if your relationship improves, then work improves. It just brings positive energy. I feel like this will lead to other positive changes for you. Okay, everyone, this has been your weekly reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again on Monday with the daily reading.